Hi, I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Shannon.
In this video, we're going to share with you our international exchange experience with the Hussein School of Business.
When Kaylee and I decided to go to Lyon Business School in Lyon, France in summer of 2019, we made that decision out of over 20 different short-term exchanges that you can go on.
Besides short-term exchanges, you can also go on term exchange in which you will spend the entire term in a foreign country.
And when you're making that decision of where should I go, you don't just think about which country it is or which language. You're also thinking about what do they specialize in? What am I going to learn at this school that I really can't learn back at home? Some of the examples are Paris is really good for luxury marketing. London is excellent for their finance program. And Mexico City is known for their import and export project studies. Norway is really good for sustainability. Out of all these different options, you have to look at where does it fit in with your final plan. Kaylee and I knew that Lyon was known for entrepreneurship, and they're actually one of the first entrepreneurship hubs in the world. That was a really good fit for us. As well, we knew that the food would be fantastic.
We learned about European entrepreneurial environment and how is it different from that in Canada or North America. We also learned topics that we didn't get a chance to touch on in Hussein, such as social entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship. The other major aspect of learning is from experiencing MBA in different countries. The Lyon campus was very nice. Maybe because it was summer, we saw many interesting activities there, like jumping castles, lunchtime dancing. It was very interesting to see they had no book in the library. Everything was digital, and they also have a designated video game room. In terms of academic, active participation was the key to getting your credit. Participating in the discussions in class, asking questions, and sharing with the instructors and other classmates your experience in your home country was very important. There was no exam. We spent about 50% of the time in classrooms. The rest is activities and free time to work on your report or explore the city. For example, I didn't start writing the report until after the program, and I finished it in a hostel in Berlin.
I finished the final report in Germany as well, in a place called Saarland, where I attended a friend's wedding.
Class consists of students from around the world. For example, in our class, we have students from Canada, the US, Italy, Morocco, and China. That's why we have this very interesting video of people singing happy birthday song in different languages because it was one of the students' birthday that day.
Muitas felicidades.
The program organized a good variety of activities. In class, we did negotiation exercise, group exercise, case studies. We watched a movie for a little bit because we were learning about the ineffectiveness of voting in the process of teamwork. We also visited a local venture. We visited their office and their factories. We visited the incubator in the Lyon campus, and we met a few of the local entrepreneurs. We also visited a museum called Institut Lumière to learn about the invention of films. The Lyon school organized dinner with the French family for us to get in touch with local people and learn about local culture. Near the end of the program, we spent a day doing scavenger hunts around the city to observe local economy and discover business opportunities. Another great thing about the exchange is that you get to meet people that have a different background than yours. For example, I did not speak a word of French before I went, and I got to learn from everyone, such as other students, barista, taxi driver, basically everyone I can talk to. And in the end, I managed to take a taxi and arrive at my destination without any trouble using only French, and I can order lunch in French. Hooray! Shannon, outside the academics, what is the most unexpected thing you've learned from this trip?
My most unexpected thing that I learned how to be brave traveling alone again. Even during my last exchange to Mexico, I traveled with two awesome girlfriends from the MBA program, and one of them spoke Spanish, so it wasn't a huge stretch for me. And Leon, a little bit concerning, but I had to tell myself, if not now, then when? Actually, only 10% of MBAs go on exchange, and it's really a shame because in other countries, you're actually expected to go on exchange. It's a minimum requirement when you're graduating. In Lyon, a lot of the houses don't have air conditioning, so you might find that you're getting pretty warm when you come back home after class. In that case, you might want to go to the shopping mall or the frozen veggies aisle in the grocery store. Luckily, on weekends, you can go to trips, maybe go down to the seaside or the French Alps. Both are within your range for a quick weekend trip.
I really appreciated the attitudes French people have towards technology. For example, we were not allowed to use laptops in class. And the French family we had dinner with, they don't have a TV in their living room. Instead, they have a painting. People talk to each other and read hard copies on trains. Personally, I feel that I have more time to think and listen to others, and I experience my surroundings more thoroughly. For example, I had a really good experience with my Airbnb host. She is an English writer with at least 5 animals in her home. It was mind-opening to watch her and her daughter giving hospice care to their pet chicken that they rescued from a farm.
Why did you want to go on exchange, Kaylee?
For me, there was no question about it, really. I love traveling as much as I can. So when I saw this exchange program, for me, it was an opportunity to live in a foreign country for a couple weeks. So it was perfect. I know even though nowadays we can watch videos and meet other people online, but submerging yourself in a foreign environment is something that nothing can compete with in terms of the level of learning you will gain. Same as you, I had a boost in self-confidence. Traveling alone was a very good opportunity to build resilience because you need to prepare yourself for all kinds of unexpected situations. Shannon, how did your life change after the exchange?
By going on exchange, I was able to push myself out of my comfort zone, become quite a bit more confident, and I learned skills that were very helpful when I first started my job at WestJet, including skills in intrapreneurial thinking, negotiation, and intercultural communication. I met some really great Moroccan students while I was studying in Lyon. When it came time to find a new place to live that was a little bit closer to work, I actually chose to live with some Moroccan roommates because I knew how much fun and hospitable they could be.
Any advice on the process for students who want to go on exchange?
Start looking at which school you want to go and study at early. So in early winter semester and March, you'll have your options for Argentina and Mexico. And when you get into May to August, you'll have your 1 to 3 week short exchanges to Europe and Asia. Coming around into the fall, you'll have your 4-month longer exchange options, places including the Netherlands. To be able to get the international travel grant, you will need to attend a mandatory orientation, and it's full of very helpful advice as well as some online training that you can do. So now that you've heard about Kaylee and I's experience, you're probably wondering how to apply for the exchange. It's an easy process. All the different opportunities for which schools you can study at are out by Christmas on D2L. And by the end of January, you'll need to put in your application. Don't delay to the last minute. This is a competitive process, and when you let the school know your top 3 choices, you might not get the ones that you're hoping for if you wait a little bit too long. By March, the university is going to let you know which school they're prepared to nominate you for. Fill in an application at your host school. When the host school lets you know you're good to go, you can start applying for some funding options. There's an international travel grant, there's student experience fund, as well as some location-specific scholarships. For example, if you're going to Germany, there's the DAAD, which is the German Exchange Scholarship Program. And so you'll really want to make sure that you check the D2L funding sources page so that you can see all the different options available to you to help make this a little bit more affordable. There's always available spots to go on exchange. However, some programs are in very high demand. So make sure that you apply early And don't be too picky on where you go, as there's something to learn in every location.
That's all we have to share with you today. We hope you get to know the Husking MBA International Exchange better from this video.
And if you have a few more questions or you're ready to get started on your next exchange, you can contact the Graduate Program Specialist at asking.ucalgary.ca. Good luck.